I'm getting used to that music now. Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another live financial planning generational wealth. My name is Sharnette Clark, and I am your financial advisor. I am licensed with the FSC right here in the beautiful island of Jamaica. How are you doing this afternoon? Hope all are doing well regardless of the circumstances, regardless of what is going on. Trials come to make us stronger. And some of us, if we don't have a little pinch, sometimes we lose focus. And it is just for us to find new ways and be innovative and be consistent and proactive about our situation in order to achieve what we want. I hope you all watched AgriViews earlier, which was aired on TVJ. I had placed it on all my social media platforms so you guys have the opportunity to see it. Hope you saw it. And if you are in touch or know of a farmer or a fisherman that would benefit from the Sagicor AgriCare plan, go ahead and let them know about it. So if you're the spouse of, the friend of, or yourself a farmer, this plan, today is the 23rd, and the enrollment period should end on the 31st of this month. Knowing Sagicor, but please, guys, just get it done in time. We want to make sure that our farmers and our fisher folks are covered. And if you are a dependent children or the significant other or the spouse of these persons, you can be covered under the plan too. Children up to their 26th birthday. Now, I have been receiving a lot of messages, and it is confirmed. I received one particular today, and I wanted to speak on two matters. One is for relatives who are living overseas and would love to insure whether it is a sibling or a parent or a child. And yes, you can. Your parents are living in Jamaica and you found out or you know of that they're not covered. And some persons have realized, based on their experience, the cost of funeral expenses or even treatment and getting well, and they want to make sure that that aspect is covered in the event of. We have plans that you're able to access online. And those are called non-med plans. I've spoken about these plans, but I don't have a problem going over the information. And these plans are issued from the age of 18 years to 60 years. So the issue age, 18 to 60. It doesn't mean that if I am 61 and have the plan, if the plan terminates. No, the application process between 18 and 60 years. Now, you have critical illness insurance coverage that is available in that plan. You have life insurance, and you have life insurance also with a combination of critical illness coverage and the option to add some savings to be invested. Now, why I said non-med, these plans have a waiting period. Now, for example, you apply for this plan today and it settles within 5 days. So you're now insured. Let's say, for example, death should occur with the life insurance aspect. What is payable to the beneficiary would be a refund of premiums. So let's say you paid for 3 months or 6 months, but less than a year, or the 9th month, and you're paying 10,000 a month, it would be 10,000 times the amount of months that you have paid that would be refunded to you as a beneficiary. If the person die after a year, the 13th month up to the 23rd month, what is refunded to the beneficiary or beneficiaries would be 50% of the sum insured. So let's say the person is insured for 5 million, for example. What would be payable to the beneficiary or beneficiaries would be $2.5 million. If the person die after 2 years, 25th month and up onwards, then what is payable now to the beneficiary is the full coverage amount, the full face amount, the full death benefit of $5 million, if that's the amount that they're insured for. So I hope you understand the waiting period process. Now, for the critical illness one, that is a non-med plan, the person is insured. For example, this plan, the maximum coverage on the plan is $8 million. And you are diagnosed with a critical illness. What is payable to you as the insured, it's a living benefit, so you're now diagnosed with cancer, stroke, or heart attack. What is payable to you is the $8 million. So I'm diagnosed with cancer. You provide the requisites to Sagicor proving this from the doctor, then $8 million is payable to you. Let's say, for example, you take out this plan, the critical illness coverage plan, and you're diagnosed within 3 months of signing the application, or 3 months of the plan being approved and settled. What would be payable to you would be the refund of the premium. So you are paid. Again, the scenario of $10,000, what would be refunded to you would be $30,000. So if you have passed the 6-month mark and then you're diagnosed, then that total $8 million would be payable to you. Let's say you died, so you didn't get a claim on the plan, and you have your beneficiaries as usual on the policy, and you didn't die from one of those critical illness that are listed, that are covered. What would be refunded, or what would be payable to your beneficiaries would be a refund of the premium that you have paid for the period. So if it's 10 years, if it's 20 years, that amount of money is paid to them. If you die from one of the critical illness that are covered under the plan, the $8 million is paid to your beneficiary or beneficiaries. So you die from whether it was a stroke or cancer or heart attack, then, or a major burn, then that is what is paid to your beneficiaries. Let's say you reach the age of 75, never claim on the plan, so you weren't diagnosed, still living. This plan terminates and pay you back 100% of the premiums that you have paid for the period. Sounds like a little pension to me, or a pension supplement. So you cannot lose if you take out this plan. Now, the other question that persons are asking, before I go on with that, there was a recent request of a prospect overseas. His parents are here in Jamaica, in another parish, and I had to drive to the parents because they're 80 years old. One turned 80 in March and one was April. And what I had to do was have them doing their medicals and stuff, and that application is still in the process. I wouldn't be able to give you the details, but we're keeping our fingers crossed because, of course, there is a history of high blood pressure and diabetes. And based on the coverage amount, if they're rated too high in terms of the amount of money that you probably have to pay on a monthly basis, it may amount to the same amount if you found the money and, save that money. Instead of, I would probably give them an investment instead of an insurance. You accumulate those funds to have it at death. But yes, you can insure your parents up to 80 years, but that plan requires a medical. Now, if you're going online, none of the plans that require a medical will be there. But as I said before, the non-med plans are there. Insurance up to $10 million coverage is available. You have our investment aspect is available online, which gives minimal insurance. So let's say, for example, you're going to be doing a $5,000 investment. That insurance will give you a minimal, for example, say minimal insurance of $600,000 coverage in the event of death. And if you're contributing $50,000 per month, you say, I want to, save consistently and kind of push myself a little bit more. If it's $50,000, then it will be $6 million coverage. So you can work out the in between. So it's either 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, up to $50,000. That one is available online. And the critical illness, up to $8 million is available. And all of these plans are without a medical. So what is needed is ID. So if it is national ID, they're going to need their TRN. driver's license already has a TRN, and we're going to need the back and front of those IDs. If it's a passport, you're going to need the TRN with the passport. Proof of address. And the proof of the address can be a utility bill, bank statement. There is, if you have no bill in your name, let's say you are a dependent child, or you are the wife of, the husband has his name on the bill and yours is not on it, then you can use the utility bill plus the marriage certificate. And if it's an adult child living with parents, you can use the bill with a copy of the birth certificate. Also, there's a declaration that can be provided for your JP to stamp and to, I guess, attest to the fact that you live at this address, and that can be provided. For persons who are living in their own homes and it's a rental, you can use the utility bill and a copy of the rent receipt to verify your address. And if the advisor visited your home, there is a site visit form that the advisor can sign verifying your address. So, of course, you're going to need your beneficiary's name, first name, middle name, last name, and date of birth, and the relationship with you. Your mother's maiden name, 2 references, and what you need is just a person's first name, last name, their designation, whether they are the references that are accepted are medical doctor, marriage officer, justice of the peace, bank manager. It can be a Sagicor employee with Sagicor in good standing for 2 years or more, Sagicor client, or someone holding a policy for 2 years or more. And I think that's the list. Yeah. So you can use those as references, and what we need is just a person's name and their designation, whether it's a JP or a medical doctor, attorney at law can be used, and their contact number. So if you want to contact the person to say, I'm going to be using your name, it's up to you. But we don't normally contact the references unless the agent will say to you, can I contact this person in terms of, this person being a referral? I'll, want to probably prospect this person, but it is not a practice of us to contact, but the agent would have communicated that with you. And then the information, basically asking NUDMED if you have been diagnosed, have you had any abnormal PSA or biopsy or any heart attack, HIV. If no to those questions, then you can get that plan. Easy breezy. And if it is that you're not able to go through the process, then an advisor like myself, and I hope that you come to me when you need these services, will assist you in the process online. It's really, really, really straightforward. So we have no excuses in terms of ensuring our families and making sure that there is some savings or investment in the event of if we have children that need education fund. So for those of you who are talking about social distancing and I don't want to go to a place, I don't want to see anyone, we can have these conversations, whether it is on Zoom or WhatsApp. I'm able to share my page and explain the plan to you, show you how it works in terms of the investment policies. You are able to sign, and you are also able to make the payment, whether it is on Paymaster online, or if it is that you can do it through your commercial bank. You can come to a Sagicor office, or the agent can come to you, hand you a receipt, and collect your money. So there are options for you. We have no excuses. Now, I have had recent questions now about persons wanting to acquire a property and how does Sagicor Life helps. Now, how it helps is that, well, Sagicor on a whole is a group of companies. We have Sagicor Life, which is the leg that I'm a part of. You have Sagicor Bank, you have Sagicor Real Estate, and you have Sagicor Investment. Now, we also have Advantage General, a part of us, so we now have in general insurance under our portfolio, so we are able to refer persons there, but I'm not able to sell those products, so they are a part of us now. So one full house suite we have offering to make sure that our clients are covered in all aspects. Now, how do I get a property with my life insurance policy? Now, if you have identified the property, whether it is on the open market, the procedures normally is identify the property and you know the cost of the property. Normally, the financial institutions, they normally ask for insurance. It was by law. Not sure if it is so as stringent like before, but by law, you needed to have insurance. Now, normally they would give you the credit for life. I have a problem with credit for life if it is that you have dependents, wife, children, mother, somebody dependent on you. You are paying for the loan, but let's say you're no longer here to pay for that loan. You died, or you have a disability, not no longer able to work. How is that mortgage going to pay off? Because it doesn't die with you. You're going to leave that burden on your family. So what the insurance does, you have a mortgage for 10 million, you take out an insurance policy for $10 million. You can take out more if you like, but you need to have at least the amount that the mortgage is for to cover in the event of death, that loan. So your insurance policy acts as an assignment to the loan. If you have had your policy for a while, or your investment policies, and you have gathered some cash value, you can use your cash value as your deposit or your closing cost, or your cash value can also be used as a collateral for the loan. So you can use it as deposit, that lump sum, or your back-end closing cost, or you can use it as a collateral for your loan based on the amount that you would have on the policy. So that's how it works. Now, if you haven't found a property, whether it is that you're renting or you wish to buy or to sell, there is Sagicor Properties. And yes, I can help you with that. So you're ready, Shernet, I want a property. I link you with someone from Sagicor Investment. And guess what? It is my responsibility to make sure that person contacts you, stays in contact with you until you get what is it that you're looking for. So if them don't call you, you go call me and message me and say, Shernet, nobody call. I am also going to check with you, has this person called, and I'm going to remind this person to call you. So you are going to get what you want. And that's how we work together to make sure that the customer needs are met and are satisfied. Now, if you want to do investment also and you don't know how to start, who to approach, what to buy, what is the best one to buy now, of course, I can also link you with a Sagicor investment advisor. So a full suite of products. And if it is that you want to acquire the mortgage from Sagicor Bank, yes, I have the person for mortgage on speed dial. For the past week, I've sent like the amount of numbers to her, and she's never tired of getting those numbers. So if you are ready to acquire your home or a piece of land, and guys, now is the time to be invested when things are low in terms of the bullish market. Now is the time to be buying. Unit prices are down. So when them shot back up, you want to be in that position. And you are hearing on the news of some of the companies that are doing well. So you don't want to wait. I contacted my broker to say what is there, because I'm not going to take it for granted that I'm with Sagicor. I'm aware. I'm not aware all the time what is happening on the market. So I want to find out from my broker, because that's his responsibility to let me know that things are low and you need to buy this, and this is looking good and it is projected to be here, and what's the prospectus. Yes, he's responsible for that. So you want to have an advisor in your corner. You want to have a realtor in your corner. And of course, your financial advisor, because we are going to be working on the income and the expenses to see what is it that you have, what you can do, what you can adjust to acquire the things that you think that you want to pass on to your children's children, which would be your generational wealth. So we want you to acquire those assets timely. We want you to be able to enjoy them and to distribute them when the time comes. So do they act as realtor or builders? Or real estate advisors act as realtors, but we have some new properties that My company is, we're not developers. I guess that's what you're asking, but we have first hand in terms of selling those properties, new properties. There was an open house in Kingston over the weekend. And what I probably should do, guys, is probably start posting those on my pages for persons who are interested. And they are beautiful, gated, for persons who are interested in gated communities, townhouses. Most of those I am seeing now, and apartments. So I think what I'll do is probably post some of those along with the information that I'm able to connect you with those persons who are the ones selling those. So they, when you have a realtor, you know, guys, what the responsibility, people might say, but them getting a commission, yes, because they're working. And what is it that they're doing for you is to make sure that when that list is available, that they have your best interest at heart. So they would know what you're looking for based on what you have communicated, based on your budget also, and they would be looking out for these. You'll be the first they contact in terms of getting the property for you. So they will be fighting on and negotiating on your behalf with the seller, and then you're able to get what you want. And if it is that you are selling, then they will also get the best price for you out there. So it is important. And house hunting, it took me about maybe 5 years to get a property that I was able to afford and which was comfortable. So it's not an easy get up. I want a house today, and you go out there and find one. You have to make sure that the communities where you want to, live and grow your family. And we don't buy a house and move today. It's long term, and it may not be your dream home, but at least it's a start. It's an investment. Really, you can't go wrong with real estate if the prices appreciate. I can tell you that in 2009, when I purchased my first property, and I'm saying first property because it's the first. The house has, let me see, the house is almost 3 times the amount in value now. Yeah, almost, is probably a 3 million less, but it's about that. I remember when I had my son, he was about 2 at the time, and a close friend bought a property in Kingston in the Devon House area. And I thought, oh my God, $17 million? My son is now 15, by the way. 17 million? Huh? That house is worth between 55 and 60 million now. I'm not guessing, because it is being sold now. So if even that's not your dream home, you can buy that property and rent it out. So, it is always a win-win. You can buy a piece of land, and there are areas in Jamaica, guys, the Forgotten Parish, St. Thomas is a beautiful place. And when that place turn around, we can't afford nothing out there, and there's no traffic out there. So you want a realtor and a financial advisor who is going to help you in terms of those achievements and getting your goals, because the 9 to 5 job is not cutting it. By the way, guys, if you are interested in working from home on your computer, you want to earn a little money on US on a weekly basis, I have someone that I'd want to introduce you to. So if you want to earn a little extra money, you can't just come and sit down though. It's called work. So you're going to have to work. But if it is that you're home now and you feel that you can take on something else, or you're home and you're not doing anything, you can also call me. And there are always persons who are telling me of opportunities in terms of they need a helper, or they need a manager, or they need a this. And also, guys, if any of you are interested in doing what I'm doing as a financial advisor, I can walk you through the process. Sagicor is always hiring. Just holler at me if you know someone that you think this business would suit. Then you can also holler at me. It's hard work, but it's really rewarding, and we earn straight commission. There's no cap. You have financial advisors who are earning more than doctors and lawyers and the managers in so many corporate companies. Yeah, I mean, I won't tell you our business, but yeah, I'm being serious. So, but it's hard work, and you have to maintain a certain quota, but trust me, it's rewarding, and you choose your hours, and it's flexible. I can be home and working because, it is, the children are home now as a result of the pandemic. I can meet I met a client today on Sunday, and I was back home because I've been having the conversation with the client. We had a meeting already. The client decided what they want, just went to sign another document by the gate, and that is an additional commission. I have someone that I'm going to do online today. So it's rewarding. And in this pandemic, if it is that you're not happy about what it is you're doing and it's not meeting your needs, then you probably need to look at something else in addition. Guys, that's my few words. Let me see if there are any more comments. The buyer does not pay a commission. The seller pays a realtor commission. Okay, thank you, Bridget. Oh, that's my neighbor. Hi, Bridget. So that's a comment for you. The buyer does not pay a commission. The seller is the one who pays realtor's commission. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to take back on one of the realtors from Sagicor, Davika, Hamilton, or one of the others to come on, and we're going to talk about it again in details. Remember to observe the protocols, the washing of the hands, the wearing of the mask, watching your distance. Stay focused and stay strong, guys. Overall, stay safe. And no matter what, just love on each other. Be patient. And guys, walk good. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon. I so do intend to. Your girl, the iconic advisor. Bye.